day 4. So today we are going to see about chi-square test. In the initial first 3 days, we were discussing about the basics in the data analysis, and we were discussing about what is SPSS and how the data are being entered, and then yesterday in the yesterday's class, we just discussed about t-test analysis. So in today's session, we are going to see about chi-square test. So in data analysis, this is one of the tool. We will see a brief theory part, means why we are using this, where all we can apply this, we will see. Then we will move on to the hands-on session. This is a small quote: the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. So you people have chosen to learn something new. So wishing you all the best. We'll move on to today's session. So it is a statistical tools which is help to correlate the observed data and the expected data. There are two sets of data. One is observed data and another one is the expected data. So this chi-square test will help you to correlate the two sets of data. And this will help you to find out the independency of each variable. And we can come out with the result that how far each variables are related to each other, and what is the independency of a particular variable. Is there any relationship between the variables, and is there any association between the variables? All those things we can check in the chi-square test. So chi-square is coming under the non-parametric test. There are two types of tests. One is parametric test, the other one is non-parametric test, where we can define the parameters. All the tools we will be doing under the parametric test, where the parameters cannot be defined, where the general variables are there. Like depending upon our topic of research, we will be selecting the variables. So where the parameters cannot be set, where it cannot be defined, we will go for the non-parametric test. So chi-square is one of the non-parametric test. So we will see where all we can use this chi-square, or what are the uses of chi-square, what it will help. Chi-square will be helping us to find out the test of independence of attribute. So we are going to test each variable is there. Each variable means in your research, you'll be taking different sets of variable, demographic profile. Depending upon your objectives, you'll be taking different variables. So each variables, you're going to analyze what is the independence of the particular variable. How far there is independency in the particular variable, that we are going to analyze, and it will help to test the goodness of it. The variable what you have selected, how far it is showing the independency. That thing we are going to test. The third one is it helps to find out the homogeneity of the particular variable. So as usual, I said previously, I said that we are having two different variables. So it helps to find out is there any association or difference between those two variables. And it also helps us to find out how far that one variable or the variables whatever we have selected is having, means is perfect. It is having a perfect, whether it is having a perfect fit, or what is the measure of goodness fit of a particular variable. All those things we are going to analyze. And it helps to analyze the homogeneity of the particular variable. Homogeneity in the sense, each variable is there, whatever the different variables, it shows how far one variable is associated with the other variable, how far it depends. There are different types of dependent variable, independent variable. So how one variable is dependent on the other, or whether that one variable, particular variable is there, dependent variable is there, what is the independence of the particular variable. All those things we are going to analyze with the help of the chi-square. And important thing, what we are going to see here is, for analyzing, for using this chi-square tool, we are going to, there are three different sets of data. One is nominal, ordinal, and the interval scale. So for if you are using the chi-square tool, you can either take nominal or ordinal, or you can either take nominal variable, or you can take either ordinal variable. So any sets of variable you can take. You cannot take the class intervals, okay, because that will be, intervals will be defined. So here we are going to take, to analyze the chi-square test, we should always remember that we are going to take nominal and ordinal types of data. It may be either nominal or ordinal. Both the data also can be taken into account. So these categories, I think you all know about this. This is a category of variable. We have categorical, that is qualitative variable, and scale, that is quantitative variable. We are going to fully dependent on the categorical, that is qualitative variable. Under qualitative variable, again, we are subdividing the variables into two types. One is ordinal and the one is nominal. So ordinal means we are giving the categories. We are like, for example, if you take income, we are giving the range of income. Age group means we are giving the age of the range group. We ourselves, we are categorizing the variables into some subgroups. That is called as ordinal variable. And one more under nominal, ungrouped categories, marital status, political all these are examples of ungrouped data. So this ordinal and nominal variable only we are going to take for the analysis purpose. So all these things we have discussed in the previous class. I think I need not explain it once again. What is nominal, what is ordinal, and what is interval scale. So the first step what we are going to do before going for the analysis is we have to set the hypothesis. You all know we are going to set the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis, whether there is no significant association and there is a significant association between the variables, whatever you have taken. So first step what we are going to define is, we are going to define the hypothesis. Then we should know what will be the result. If the p-value is greater than 0.05, then the null hypothesis will be accepted. Okay, if the p-value is greater than 0.05, the null hypothesis will be accepted. And if the null hypothesis is accepted, there is no significant association between the selected variables. And if the p-value is less than 0.05, the null hypothesis is rejected. There is a significant association between the variables. These two things you should set in your mind. First, you have to, we will be writing the hypothesis. Then after defining the hypothesis, and you should know, after getting the analysis, you should know what is the result. Based on this only, we will be coming to the conclusion that whether there is a significant association or relationship between the variables. So we are going to see what is one-tailed analysis and two-tailed analysis. There are two types of variables. One is one-tailed analysis, the other one is two-tailed analysis. So in one-tailed analysis, what we are going to see is, in one set of, if you're taking one set of variable, for example, take students' perception, or you can take customer behavior, or satisfactory level. Take any one set of variable. For that variable, you're going to find out that is level of independency, or you're going to find out the homogeneity, or the region of rejection. For any one set of variable, if you're going to find out the independency, we call it as one-tailed test. Okay. So it represents the estimated test of parameter, whether it is less or more. Here, one important thing is critical value. What is the rejection area? How much means how much percentage your data is fitting the data? How much percentage there is a rejection part? All those things we are going to analyze. So in one-tailed test, what we are going to see is, we are going to take one set of variable, any one variable, and in that, for that variable, we are going to find out the chi-square test. If that test will give you the reliability, means the independency of the particular variable. Okay, so now we will move on to the this is the, once I open the SPSS window, I'll be working out, and I'll be showing you. So here we'll be working out, this is the step how we will work out. We'll go to the analyze, and we'll go to the non-parametric test, and then we'll find out, we'll go to the legacy dialogues, and then we will go to the chi-square. It will give you the value. Based on the value, we will determine the we will come to the conclusion, or we will write the interpretation. This I'll show you while I'm opening the SPSS window. This is the steps how we will move. So this is one important note. Weight cases should be enabled while we are working out with the secondary data for one-tailed chi-square test. This also I will show you while working out. One-tailed means we are taking one variable and analyzing. Two-tailed test means we are taking two types of variables. We are setting the hypothesis. Then we are finding out what is the rejection area, what is the acceptance area, whether it is accepted or rejected. So here what we are going to see is, we are going to take the two sets of variable, and we are going to set the parameters with the help of this chi-square test to know whether there is any association, or to know the level of dependency or the level of independency of one variable with the other variable. That is the difference between one-tailed test and two-tailed test. And this formula, this I have given you just to make sure that when we did manually, we'll be using this formula. And this is very, very important. So far, we have discussed about what is one-tailed test. One-tailed test, we are taking the one variable and finding out the rejection area and the level of fitness. And two-tailed test, we are selecting the two different variables and finding out the level of rejection and the level of independency or association between the two variables. So here, this is very, very important because we are talking about one-tailed and two-tailed analysis. What is the difference between one-tailed test and two-tailed test? In one-tailed test, here, if you take one-tailed test, the level of rejection, that 0.05, the level of rejection is borne by one variable itself. When it comes to the two-tailed test, the level of rejection, that 0.05, is divided among these two variables. Two variables are there. So the level of rejection is divided among these two variables, 0.25 and 0.25. Okay. So when it comes to the one-tailed test, the level of rejection is borne by one variable, that is 0.05. When it comes to two-tailed test, the level of rejection is divided among these two variables. That is, if two variables are there, it is divided among these two variables. One variable, it is 0.25, and the other variable, it is 0.025. So it is divided. That is the difference. Now, I'll be working out and I'll be showing you. This is, for example, I have given. The following table gives the income and purchase intention of the respondents. Find whether there's a significant association between the income and purchase intention. Generally, we'll be framing a question as, out of that, we'll be selecting two variables. So for selecting the two variables, I said you can select either nominal or ordinal variable. Okay. In the measure, you can select either nominal or ordinal variable. So out of that full questionnaire, you're going to take two variable and find out the independency of the two variable. Here, the two variable is income and purchase intention of the customer. So income is given as level is given as less than 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000. So like that category is given. And purchase intention, none means nobody is intended to buy. Low intention means very less customers are intended to buy, and the high intention means we are having a very high intention. So like this, it is categorized. Now I will show you how we will enter the data. If you want to do it freshly, that is particularly only for one chi-square analysis, one tool. So in that case, how we will analyze the data? I will enter the data. I will show you how to enter the data and find out the analysis. Then there are so many other worksheets which is shared to you that we will, after finishing this, one by one, we'll be opening and we'll be working out. So based on this data only, we are going to work out now. If you want, you can take down this data. So you are going to enter. This is a dummy data. This is created for learning the tool chi-square test. Okay. So only 25 samples are taken. So the income level is given and the purchase intention is also given. So it is categorized. So the purchase intention is categorized. So we are taking it as nominal, and income we are taking it as ordinal. Okay. So now I'll be opening the SPSS worksheet and I'll be working and showing. Then later on, we will be one by one, we'll be going on with the different worksheets. I have shared you two worksheets. So based on that, we'll be working out. Till this, is there any doubt? If there is any doubt, you can ask until the SPSS window gets opened. Okay, this I have already entered. So I'll be opening a new sheet and I'll be working out and showing. So this is a new sheet. So we are going to enter. 1 second. This is the new sheet. Here we are going to enter the two different types of data. So one is income, the other one is purchase intention. So first I'll be taking the income. I'll be giving the income of the respondents. So in values, I'll be giving. One is for below 10,000. So if you have the, all of you can open your SPSS window and you can try out this. If you want, I'll be sharing you the PPT also for the problem, so you can share. I'll type and show you how we are entering the data. So 2, I'm giving for 10,001 to 20,000. 3, I'm giving for 20,001 to 30,000. 4, I'm giving for 30,001 to 40,000. 5, I'm giving for above 40,000. So we are taking it as, because we are categorizing, I'm taking it as ordinal value. And the second one, which was given in the table, is purchase intention. So I'm giving here intention. So I'll be giving the label purchase intention. I hope you all know this. So now we will be giving the value. 1 for none, 2 for low, 3 for high, and 4 for baby high, and 5 for certain. So because we have categorized, so I'm taking this as nominal value. So this is the 2 variables which I have chosen, taken for doing the analysis. After giving the variables, I'm going to enter the data. I think you all know how to enter the data. Do you want me to enter and show, or shall we directly move on for working? Okay, I'll just enter for some of the data. And once again, I'm showing you the PPT so that you'll be knowing what set of data we are working on. This is the table which I've shared. And here we have 2 variables. One is the income level and another one is purchase intention. So this is the income category. We are categorized into 4 different types, 5 different types. And purchase intention also we have categorized into 5 different types. Okay, so you can enter the data. When it comes to the income, you can enter the data. None, 2 respondents are, if you see here, 2 respondents who are in the age group of less than 10,000, sorry, who are getting the income less than 10,000, they are given that they have no intention to buy, and 2 respondents who are between the age group of 10,001 to 20,000, they are also telling that they have no intention to buy. In the income group of 20,000 to 30,000, there are 1 respondent. So like this, we are going to enter the variables. Okay, so now I'll be entering only for the first row. Then I'll be showing you how we are entering the data. Then we'll be moving on to the analysis. Okay. So first we saw there was none was given by 2 respondents. For none, we have given 1, and 2 was given by 2 respondents. So 2. So like that, we have to see and we have to enter the data. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So like this, we have to enter the data. So how many respondents responded? 2. How many responded? 3, 4. Like that, we are going to enter the data. I hope you all will be thorough with entering the data. Do you want me to enter the data, or shall I proceed with the analysis? I have already entered the data. This I have shown you how we are going to enter the 2 variables and how we are going to enter the results. For that purpose, I have taken only 2 variables and I have entered the variables. Now we will be entering the results. Whatever data we have collected, we will be entering the results like this. So already I have entered the data. Now I'll work you and I'll show you how the analysis should be done. So this is, I've already entered and kept it for the sake of time saving. So I'll work out and show you now. So income and intention, I said we are going to enter the data. So we have already entered the data. Now, how we are going to work out? Before going for the two-tailed test, first I'll be working out and showing you the one-tailed analysis. Okay, we will take only the purchase intention. Yes, ma'am. Shruti, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Don't we have to enter the value for intention that you have given?
Yes, ma'am.
Coding?
Yes, ma'am, we have to give. I've already given. Ma'am, I'll open and show the sheet where I have opened and entered. 1 second, I'll share that screen, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the sheet where we have entered. This is for income. This is for purchase. Here I have given, ma'am. One is for below 10,000. This is for income. And this is for the purchase intention, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Because I've already entered, I opened that sheet. Just I showed you how we are entering the data. So for the sake of saving time, I have already entered and kept it. So this is how we enter the data. After entering, first I'll be showing you. Now we will see the one-tailed test. I showed you in the PPT how we are going with the one-tailed test. So now we will see only for the purchase intention. So we will go to the analyze. We'll go to non-parametric test. In that we are going to legacy dialogues. In that we are going to chi-square test. If you give for which variable, I said in one-tailed test we are going to test for only one variable. It can be any type, either nominal or ordinal. Okay. Now I said we are going to discuss for purchase intention. So we are taking the purchase intention. We are not giving any other alterations. We are giving, okay. We'll be getting an output. Once again, I'll share the output. This is the output table. So this is the table which we are going to select in the one-tailed test. In the one-tailed test, we have taken purchase intention, only the purchase intention. We have done the analysis. So it is coming to 3.64. It is more than 0.05. The chi-square value is telling that the value is more than 0.05. If it is more than 0.05, in that case, if the p-value is more than 0.05, in that case, we are accepting the null hypothesis. There is no relationship. We are going to conclude it. So the null hypothesis we are rejecting in this analysis. Okay. Once again, I'll work out and show you. And analyze. Go to non-parametric test. Go to the legacy dialogues. Go to chi-square. Which variable you can reset? Once again, I'm doing. Which variable you want, you can take it and you can give the result. Whether my output screen is visible?
No, ma'am.
No. Which screen are you seeing now? SPSS
data view.
Okay, fine. Once again, I'm sharing the output window. So this is the output window. This table only you will get. This is the chi-square value. It is already given there. This 3.64 is the value. So it is more than 0.05. If it is more than 0.05, the null hypothesis accepted. Accepted means there is no significant relationship. Okay. So this is how we will do. Once again, I'll show you how we are working out the one-tailed test. Okay. If you want to analyze for one particular variable, the dependency or homogeneity, we will be going for one-tailed test. Analyze. We go to non-parametric test, go to legacy dialogues, chi-square. If you click which type of variable you want, you can select and you can do the analysis. Okay, this is for one-tailed test. Now we will move on to the two-tailed test. Okay, with the same data, we will move on to the two-tailed test. For two-tailed test, whether it is clear of one-tailed test, is there any doubt in the one-tailed test? Whether one-tailed test is clear, is there any doubt? Okay, we will proceed to the two-tailed test. So for the two-tailed test, we are taking two variables. We have taken income as one variable and intention, purchase intention as another variable. So here we are going to first formulate the hypothesis. Okay, so first we'll frame the hypothesis. Like there is a null hypothesis, there is no relationship or there is no association between, there is no significant association between income and the purchase intention. Okay, so the null hypothesis will be there is no significant association between the income of the respondent and the purchase intention. What will be the alternative hypothesis? There is an association between the income of the respondent and the purchase intention. So first we will formulate the hypothesis. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you the hypothesis. So first we are, for two-tailed test, we are formulating the hypothesis. There is no significant association between income and purchase intention. Alternative hypothesis, there is a significant association between income and the purchase intention. So these are the two different sets of hypothesis. Okay, so now we will do the analysis. We will go to the data. We have already entered the data. For two-tailed test, we have to go to analyze, go to the descriptive statistics, go to crosstabs. So what are the two different variables we are going to analyze? Either you can give it income, I'm giving it in rows, and purchase intention, I'm giving it in columns. So go to the statistics, give chi-square. You need not make any other changes in the other options. So only we are selecting the variables rows and columns, and we are going to the statistics. We have selected, we have chosen only chi-square. Click continue and click OK. I'm sharing the output. The output will be like this. This table is, I think the screen is visible, output screen is visible. This chi-square test table is the chi-square value. We'll be getting Pearson chi-square. That is the value which we are going to consider. And the table which is before that is the cross tabulation. Once I finish this, I'll tell about the cross tabulation also. So if you see the table, whatever was there, the value 25 and whatever was there, we have entered the value. So it will be matching. So for cross tabulating, how much how much income if the person is getting, what is the purchase intention? If the income is low, what is the purchase intention? If the income is high, what is the purchase intention? You can compare with the help of the cross tabulation. Now here with the help of this table, you can interpret or you can come to the conclusion whether there is any association or there is no association between the two variables. Now, if you see the p-value is more than 0.05. If the p-value is more than 0.05, can any one of you tell me what will be the result?
We accept the null hypothesis. There is no...
If it is great, yes. Thank you, ma'am. If the null hypothesis is greater, we are accepting the hypothesis. There is no significant association between the income and the purchase intention of the respondents. This is the conclusion which we will be writing. I'll be in the later stage, if there is time, I'll be showing you the interpretation part also, how we have to write the interpretation for the particular chi-square test. I think the calculation part is clear. And when it comes to the cross tabulation, there are two variables. So if you want a simplified form of the cross tabulation, you can go with this. If you want layered cross tabulation also, I'll tell you how you have to work on it. Till this, is it clear? Is there any doubt till this? Okay. I think we shall proceed. So this is just an example of only for two variables. Now we will do one more analysis with the help of the data sheet which I have shared you. You can take the data sheet, day 4 worksheet. You can take the data sheet. You can open. I've given 10 questions in that. So I hope you all have opened your data sheet. In that day 4 worksheet, have you all opened the worksheet? This is a worksheet which was shared to you. Have you all opened the worksheet? Open, and simultaneously we will be doing the analysis. So in the data view, I have already entered the data. So now we'll be working out with this help of data sheet. We'll be working out both one-tailed and two-tailed test. Any variable we can take and we can work out the one-tailed and two-tailed test. So now we will start doing. We'll work out any. I have given the questions, the categories of some demographic profile. I have given age, gender, income, and if you want to see this, you can. One more thing I wanted to tell you. I hope you all know how to enter the variables. Here, one more option is there. See, here I have given highly disagreed, agree. When it comes to the next question, instead of sitting and typing one by one, directly what you can do, you can copy it. You want me to do that and show, or shall I proceed? When you're typing different sets of data, or when you're having Likert scale, 5-point scale, in that case, for one question, if you are typing, you can copy it, then you can finish the values easily. Okay, I have given demographic profile, age, gender, income, and then some of the important aspects which are related to the online class. Okay, so here, impact of online class on education, then it is positive. And then students' learning ability, impact of online class on their future, co-curricular activity, whether it is affected or not, discipline of students is affected, understanding level is low, online class is creating, online class is creating health issues. So these are the different types of questions which I have formulated, variables I've created to analyze how far the demographic profile is having, or how far one variable is having that is relationship or association or impact in the other variable. There are two sets of variables, independent and dependent. I think, hope you all are clear with the two sets of variables. So we are going to analyze the chi-square test with the help of these variables. I hope this question is clear, this data set is clear. Now we will take only discipline of the student. We will take only discipline of the student. Okay, we will first work out for one-tailed test. We will go to the analyze. We have to go to the non-parametric test, go to legacy dialogues, take chi-square. I said we are going to give discipline of the students. So go to, click OK. The answer what you're getting is 9 here. Actually, it is a dummy data which I've created. That is what the value is coming like this. So it depends on the data, or how much ever you're collecting, the values will differ. Here also, the p-value is more than 0.05, the null hypothesis is accepted. So only for one variable, how far the dependency is there. So based on that, we can test. Now we will, I think I didn't share the screen. The value is this. So based on that, you can interpret the data. Now we will work out two-tailed test.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the inference of this?
Yes,
how do you infer this?
Okay, ma'am, I'll show that. Shall I tell for the previous one or this one? Okay, anyone, I'll tell you.
One-tailed test, ma'am, basically. How do we infer and finally tell that, like whether it is really associated or not?
The same way, ma'am. we are testing the p-value is more. If the p-value is more, there is no significant relationship, or the variable is not having what is that, independency. Or see, if the why we are telling that null hypothesis rejected, the value is more. When p-value is more, we are telling that the null hypothesis rejected, right? So in that case, the variable what we have selected, in that the rejection part is more. Okay, that is what we that all you will write, right? The last part, the conclusion part, what we are going to show is how much percentage of rejection is there, how much percentage of acceptance is there, how much the variable is exactly fit. That we are going to test with the help of the one-tailed analysis. Is it clear, ma'am? You want me to repeat it again?
No, ma'am, it's fine, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, if you don't mind it, please share your Excel data. Then only we can work out and thoroughly understand the chi-square.
Data sheet, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Yesterday we got a data sheet. Then only then we can work out with that.
Ma'am, already data sheet is shared with you. Ma'am, can you check your WhatsApp group?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Data sheet is already shared.
Ma'am, please check, and you can download it. Still, we have time. I'll be working out more, and I'll be showing you. Okay, I think we can continue.
Okay, ma'am. I got it.
Ma'am, one question is there.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes,
in chi-square traits, there is no p-value.
it is there, sir. I'll show you, sir. I'll show you the output.
Okay, okay.
Sir, we have done so many analysis. This is the p-value. The chi-square value is the p-value, sir. In all the table, the chi-square, sir, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That is the p-value. With that only we are going to interpret, sir. Here the Pearson's chi-square value is the p-value.
Okay.
0.435. We are comparing and we are writing the conclusion.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Shall we proceed? Shruti, ma'am, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with the same worksheet, we are going to do the two-tailed analysis. Here we will take the gender of the respondents. For the two-tailed, we will take the gender of the respondents and the understanding level. Okay, we will take gender of the respondents and the understanding level. How far gender is having impact in the understanding level of the students during the online class. Okay, I think the variables are clear. We're going to compare the gender of the respondents with the understanding level of students in the online class. Okay, so these are the two variables. So we are going to write the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis will be gender is having association. Gender is having no association with the understanding level of the students, and alternative hypothesis, gender is having association with the understanding level of the students. Do you want me to type the hypothesis? Okay, we will move on to the analysis part. Go to analyze. In two-tailed test, we have taken two variables. Here we are going to analyze the gender of the respondents and the understanding level of the students in the online classes. So go to analyze, descriptive statistics, go to cross tabs. I'm going to analyze gender of the respondents. I'm taking it in the row, and I'm going to analyze the understanding level of the students in the online class. After selecting the variable, go to statistics, select only chi-square. We are not going to select any other option. So after that, click OK. I'm sharing the output. So the chi-square table is this. Okay. So once again, I'm repeating. We are going to analyze, we are going to compare the two variables, that is gender and the understanding level of the students in the online class. So we are going to select the variables, analyze, descriptive statistics, cross tabs. I'll reset and once again take. I've selected gender in the rows and I've selected understanding level in the columns. If you want any particular thing for layered cross tabs, if you want, I said about I'll explain about layered cross tabs. If you want in detail, you can select this rows and columns. Otherwise, you need not select anything. Click OK. You will get the Pearson's value. In a minute, I'll share the output. This Pearson's chi-square value is the p-value. So 0.09. It is greater than 0.05. This value is the p-value. It is greater than 0.05. So the null hypothesis accepted. So there is no significant relationship between the gender of the respondents and the understanding level of students in online class. This is a way you will interpret. Once again, I'll repeat how we are doing the analysis. I hope you all have this worksheet. Go to the analyze, descriptive statistics, go to the cross tabs. We are going to analyze the gender of the respondents. I'm taking it in row. I'm going to take understanding level of students. Go to the statistics, select chi-square and give OK. You will get this p-value is the value, chi-square value. With that, we are going to and share the output screen. With the p-value, we are going to interpret. Okay. So now, with the same worksheet, we can work out for any other two variables. If you want me to work out for any other two variables, please tell me. I'll work out for you, or I will ask somebody else to work out. You work out and give me the answer. So far, we worked out only for gender of the respondents and understanding level of the students. So, is there any doubt till this, participants? If you have any doubt, tell me. I'll be repeating the concepts once again.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
In the output, the result is 0.009 only, no, ma'am. Then is it significance
second,
or?
Sir.
Yeah.
I'll open and show once again, sir. I'll share. .09, sir.
It's 0.009 now, ma'am. So whether we can consider this as significant?
Yes, it is less. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes,
thanks,
sir. Sir, if it is less than 0.05, we are rejecting the null hypothesis. So when we are rejecting, that is significant. It is 0.09. It is greater. Sir?
Ma'am, it's 0.009 now, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So
if it is 0. Sir, one second, sir. I think I'll show you the screen so that it will be easy for you. Whether my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This is the way we will write the interpret the results, sir. If it is 0.05, the null hypothesis is accepted and there is no significant association. And if the value is less than 0.05, in that case, the null hypothesis is rejected. There is significant association. Here we got 0.09. I'll show you the output, sir. It is 0.09. So it is significant.
0.009.
I'm sorry, 0.009. So there is a significant relationship.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you, ma'am.
And Jyoti, ma'am, I think Narayana.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Ma'am, can I do with you? I will share the screen so that it's
Yes.
practice for me also.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
I'll-
ma'am.
One second. Ma'am, you'll be given option to share the screen so you can work out, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, please guide how to do.
Yes, ma'am, sure. Narayana live class. Ma'am, you are in this worksheet, no, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I have this worksheet.
Yes. We can take any two variable. We will take age of the respondents and we will take the health issues. Online class is creating health issues.
Ma'am, please slow.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll stop the share.
Okay.
You can share your screen, ma'am.
Is it visible, ma'am? My screen is visible.
1 second. Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Okay. Now first I will open this sheet now.
Yes, ma'am. Day 4
Day 4.
sheet. Yes, ma'am. In that we can take age and the health issues. Ma'am, please go to, yes, ma'am. Age is one variable. We have taken health as one variable. So go to analyze.
Okay.
Descriptive statistics. Come to cross tabs. You can give age in rows, ma'am. You can give health issues.
Health is not there, ma'am.
Okay, we will take we can take it as co-curricular activities, ma'am. Take, ma'am. Okay. Go to statistics. I-square. You can give continue. Okay. Ma'am, please share your.
There is
Yes. Down, ma'am. It is 0.292. So it is the chi-square value is 0.292. So the value is greater than 0.05. So if it is greater, the null hypothesis
This is
accepted. There is a relationship between age of the respondents and impact on co-curricular activities, or co-curricular activities is affected during the online class. Is it clear, ma'am? Do you want to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
one more thing?
Ma'am, now what to do?
You, ma'am, one more thing. If you want to, means if you want this table, you can save the output and you can select the table, and I'll show that. I think you either in Word or Excel, you can copy it and you can do the interpretation. I'll do that also. You can say it is in output 1, whichever file name you want, you can save it, and you can select the cut the particular table and paste it in Excel or Word, wherever you want, and you can write that. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to the same sheet, ma'am.
Go to output sheet.
No, ma'am. Day 4 sheet.
Day 4 sheet. Yes, ma'am. This is day 4 sheet. Okay. No. Sorry. Sheet कहाँ गया? Day 4 sheet कहाँ से लाऊं?
Okay, ma'am. In this also we can do. We can take any. Ma'am, whichever is available for you, please open it, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's open.
Okay, you can take any two variable, ma'am, and you can compare and you can see automatically. You can work out, ma'am.
Like gender.
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Gender and say the chi-square value, ma'am. The chi-square, this is the chi-square value 0.06. So
hypothesis is greater than p-value is greater than 0.005.
yes, ma'am.
So that hypothesis is accepted.
Oh, if it is greater, it is accepted.
Yes, ma'am.
So
It's
you have
greater
selected
hypothesis.
gender and the impact.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no significant association between gender of the respondents and the impact of online classes.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt again, ma'am. It is
Ma'am, it is 0.006. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It is accept means significant relationship. There is a significant relationship between gender and the impact. Jyoti, ma'am, I
Yes,
think the
ma'am.
concepts are clear. You can stop share
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
so that I will continue. So now we will work out with the another sheet. This is a one-tailed test and two-tailed test. So far, is there any doubt? So we shall proceed with how we are, one more analysis we will do, then we will proceed with how we are interpreting with the table. So this is where we started with the calculation. So two variables, how we are entering and how we are finding out the table. After explaining this, I'll be showing you with the another data sheet. We'll be working on few more examples. Okay, so this is one of the cross tabulation. I have taken it from my data. This is not from the data sheet what I have given you. This is one of the cross tabulation. If you want, I'll share you the output. Whether my output screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first one, what we have taken it, I'll for your reference, I will take this cross tab. Okay, so anything you can take, any cross tabulation you can take. Okay, so this table we will take. I'll show you how we are taking it. One second, I'm opening a Word and I'm just so from the output we can copy the table and you can paste it here. So I'm taking from the output sheet. You can either put it in Excel or Word, whichever is comfortable for you. From the output sheet, I have taken this table. So for cross tabulation, you can use this. That is directly I have taken the purchase intention, and then purchase intention is here, income is here. I have taken, sorry, this is only for very sorry, this is only for one tailed. I'll take an output from the two tailed. Yes, it's here. You can copy it and you can put it in the, I pasted in the Word. So so you can interpret through this way also. If you want in each less than income, how many non loan is there, how many low is there, you can go for the layered cross tabulation. So with the help of this, you can interpret the data. So in Less than 10,000, there are totally there are 5 respondents. Out of that, 2 respondents have no intention in buying, and 2 respondents are having high intention in buying. Out of that, 1 respondent is having very high intention to buy the particular product. So like that, you can interpret for each income level or for each purchase intention level. So this is how we write the interpretation. Why I was about to show this is in PPT, I have shared a table and I've shared an interpretation for that. So this is a layered crosstab. So whatever I want the income, and the income group is given here, and whether thermometer is used in whether they possess the thermometer or not possess. These are the 2 different variables which have been taken. This is the tabulation. This is the result what we get, and this is how we interpret the data. So it shows, I think for cross tabulation directly you can write. So the above table shows the income and the possession of the thermometer in kitchen. Out of that, so many respondents are in the income group of below 10,000. In that, only 8.3% of them possess the thermometer, and 91.7% do not possess the thermometer. For each income category, you can write in the income group of rupees 10,000 to 20,000. There are 6.5%. So this is the way we will write it for cross tabulation. And I'll show you for chi-square output table. This is a chi-square output table. Here is where we are getting. Here is where we are getting for p-value. So how we are interpreting the p-value, it's given here. How we are writing the interpretation for the chi-square table shows the relationship or association between the income of the respondent and the possession of thermometer as per the rejection of the null hypothesis. Because the p-value was in this table, the p-value is less. So as per the rejection of the null hypothesis, the possession of thermometer is associated with the income of the respondent. Okay, so possession of the thermometer in the kitchen depends on the income of the respondents. So we are writing the conclusion based on that. We are showing the p-value and we are talking about the hypothesis. Then we are writing the conclusion. This is how we interpret. Now we will move on to the next workings. So you can take the next worksheet. I hope you all have opened the next worksheet. First, I'll share the questionnaire. This is a set of questions which is framed to find out the changes in the customer perception towards online food delivery services through food apps. So especially it is taken for Swiggy and Zomato. So we are going to find out the changes in customer perceptions towards the online food delivery. These are the different sets of data, demographic profile, and the data are taken based on the objective. So this is a set of data. Either you can transform. Yesterday Prasad sir was telling you how to transform the data, or you can, suppose you want to compare any one variable, you can take gender and you can take any one variable also, and you can do the analysis. This is a different sets of questions from this questionnaire. Share the can you see the question in the screen? Sir, whether my 1 second, I'll stop share and I'll share again. Sir, whether the screen is visible now? Balaji sir?
Yes, madam.
No.
Yes, it is visible.
It is visible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is a different set of Chandrakala ma'am.
If you don't mind, can you send us this questionnaire, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. These are the different sets of questions. That is, it's not about this set of questions. Any set of questions, when we are doing any analysis, we'll be taking some of the demographic profile and some of the variable which are related to the objective or the title. So it is generally about the variable what we are selecting. The uncategorized variable only generally we will select for the chi-square test. That is what we are going for the chi-square test, and it is coming under the non-parametric test. We are not able to define the parameters. That is the reason. So the variables what we are, it depends on the variable what we are selecting. Okay, it not depends upon one set of questions. Anyways, we'll be giving you all the things. So here this are some of the demographic profiles. Based on this, there were 3 objectives. Based on this, 3 different sets of questions are here. So now we can go to the data, which is, you can open the sheet, SPSS sheet. One more SPSS sheet is there, because of meta-analysis. You can open that. Whether my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll be just doing for one set of analysis. Then I want you to do the analysis. We will take the table and we will write the interpretation and finish off. Okay. So I'll be doing for one, and I request you to do. I request any one of you or 2 of you to do for the any other sets of variables. Okay. I'll be going with the age of the respondents and the quality provided. Okay. So go to the analyze, descriptives, cross tabs. I'm taking the age in the rows, and I'm going to take the quality. I couldn't find that. Okay. Okay, I'll take the customer grievances. Okay, any 2 sets of data we can take. It can be either both can be nominal, both can be ordinal, or one can be nominal and one can be ordinal. Okay, so go to statistics, chi-square. One we will work out with the layered cross tabs. So in cross tabs, I want rows and column, or any one. If you want also, you can click OK. Now I'll be sharing you the output. See, layered means in the big table which I showed you in the PPT, it is very big. So initially we didn't select the row and column, so that is not a layered cross tabulation. Here each and everything in detail it is there, percentage is there, and here you can see age of the respondents in one cell only. It is all the details are coming, so it is a layered cross tabulation. So we can have this. I'll be doing without selecting the rows and columns. You can see the difference. So go to analyze, descriptives, cross tabs. I'm resetting it. I'm taking age and customer grievances, right? 1 second. One second. I'm sharing the data sheet. Without an ordinary cross tabulation, we are going to see age of the respondent. We are going to sort out the customer grievances. Okay, couldn't find it. It is, yes, it is here. So we will, I'm sorry, we will select only chi-square. I'm not selecting any cell or column. So this is the way you will get only if you're not selecting the layered If you don't want layered cross tabulation, you can go for this. So here you will get how we prepare the normal table. So you will get the details like this. The previous one also I'll show you. If you want a layered in detail, you want to know how much percentage of the respondents are agreeing, disagreeing, all those things. If you want in detail, you can go for the layered cross tabulation. It's better if you go for the layered cross tabulation. In that case, you can write the interpretation in detail. This is how we interpret, means we do the analysis for cross tabulation. And the result is this. When we have taken the age of the respondents and the customer grievances. The p-value is 0.00. So the p-value is less than or greater than, it is less than. So hypothesis is rejected. So once again, I want any one of you to do one of the analysis with the help of this set of data. Any type of variable you can take. You can take, but it should be ordinal and nominal. Yes, ma'am. No. For ma'am, is there any doubt? So any volunteer is there? Any one of you can share your screen. You can do the analysis with the help of this set of data, so that we can do the interpretation also. Nobody is willing to share the screen. Ma'am, you want to share your screen, ma'am? 1 second. That's a chat. Okay, fine. Then I'll only do one more analysis. Then okay, with the same table, we can do the interpretation also. I'm sharing you the, stop sharing. I'm sharing you the output. We will take the table and we will write the interpretation. Okay, so this will be, the table will be like this. So we can take the table. This is the table. Can anyone of you, whether my word is visible? Word document is, whether Word document is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Can anyone of you interpret this table? We have taken, once again, if you want, I'll share the output. We have taken, we have taken age of the respondents and the customer grievances. Okay, so this is the chi-square table for two variables, that is age of the respondents and the chi-square value. I'm sorry, customer grievances. So we have taken the table. So can anyone of you interpret the table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
P-value is less than 0.05. So the null hypothesis should be rejected. That means there is a definite significance association between age of the respondent and the customer grievances.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, whether you're able to share your screen, are you ready? Are you willing to share your screen?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, sir. Okay, I will give you a chance also, sir. Let ma'am share first. So
ma'am, please.
Yes, ma'am. Shruti, ma'am.
Yeah, you need to enable actually.
You're willing to share, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Shruti, ma'am. Okay. So, ma'am Chandrakala, ma'am, we'll give chance to ma'am, and then I'll give you chance, ma'am. Sir, Shruti, ma'am. I'm stopping the screen share. Ma'am, you can share the screen now. So basically this chi-square test, when we are doing any analysis, when the parameters are not defined, take any perception or satisfactory level. So in that case, he'll go for this chi-square analysis, take any two variable to find out the association between the two variables or independency among the variable, or how far one variable is dependent on the other. To test that, we are using this chi-square analysis. Ma'am, you can select any two variables, ma'am. Here all the variables are nominal. You can take, we should see whether the measure first, whether it is nominal, ordinal, ordinal, nominal. So you can select anything, ma'am.
So I'm taking the
Yes,
gender
ma'am.
in rows and the type of cuisine in columns. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going for chi-square. For layered, where am I supposed to go?
Cells, ma'am. You have to continue, ma'am, here and go to cells. Cells. Yes, ma'am. You can, if you want only row, you can select only row. Here, ma'am, in percentages, there are rows and columns. You can select both so that it will give both the variables values. So don't want, ma'am, don't want. Give continue. Okay.
The output is visible, ma'am.
No, ma'am, you have to stop share
Yeah,
and share your output.
Yes, yes, I'll do it. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. This is the table for cross tabulation. Can you show the output for chi-square so that we can conclude it? Yes, ma'am. Can you interpret, ma'am?
Yes, yeah, again, it's less than 0.05. So we need to actually reject the null hypothesis. So there is a definite association between the type of cuisine selected and the gender.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And this layer table, the help of this layer table in detail, you can write the interpretation. So if you don't want this layered cross tabulation, you can skip and directly you can go with the normal table. This will help you to understand. This is for understanding. You can go with the layered cross tab. For your report purpose or paper publication purpose, you can go for the normal table. Thank you, ma'am. You can stop share.
Thank you, ma'am.
And one more person, 1 second, sir. Naufal, sir, we are enabling you the option of sharing the screen. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Sorry, I didn't see your chat message. So, sorry,
No problem.
sir, I think you can share your screen, sir.
Okay.
Take any two variable which you want to analyze.
Are you able to see, ma'am?
It's in process. Yes, sir. I've taken age and rows.
Yeah, I have taken ages in row and easy accessibility.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once you do more and more analysis and once you interpret, you have to interpret the data, only then you will know what is the result.
Sure,
You
ma'am.
are also going for the layered cross tab. Okay, sir.
Yes.
So you have to stop the screen and you have to share the output screen, sir.
Okay. Are you able to see, ma'am, now?
No, sir, you have to stop this screen share.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you interpret the?
Yeah, Pearson chi-square value is less than 0.05. That means we reject the null hypothesis and accept alternative hypothesis.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You can stop share. And Chandrakala ma'am, I'm giving you also the option because I asked you. So. Chandrakala ma'am. Okay, fine. So, okay, now we will be moving on to the, I'll be showing you the interpretation once again. 1 second. This is how we should interpret the data. Yes, ma'am. Chandrakala ma'am, do you want to work out, ma'am? Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
Can you?
The option to share the screen, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can share your screen, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you see the screen?
No, ma'am, you have to select the page and share the screen, ma'am.
Yeah, I selected. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, your screen is visible. Please go to the data sheet, ma'am. Any data sheet you can open now.
I have already done it. Okay.
Ma'am, this is output sheet, ma'am. You have to go to the data sheet.
Okay, you want me to do that. I'm going for analysis. I've taken age and familiar food apps used. Okay, instead of
You
that.
yourself worked out and say, okay, okay.
Pardon, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Continue, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just reset this, okay. Age. And you want me to take?
Anything which
Anything.
you want to analyze.
Okay. On-time delivery. And I'll go for statistics, chi-square. Ma'am, can I go for expected values also?
Okay, you try, ma'am.
Okay.
This is because you opted for layered, all the details are coming, ma'am.
Yeah, expected value, I have opted for that. Because of that, I think so I'm getting these things.
Because you opted expected, it is coming less than or greater than. Otherwise, you will get only the p-value. You need not select actually because you asked, you can try, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now the p-value, okay. If we take expected value,
Yes,
we get only the p-value, is it?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If you want, you can do it once again, ma'am, or you can.
Okay, I will do it.
Data sheet, ma'am. Only to go to the, yes, ma'am. It's not necessary that always you have to click the rows and columns. If you want a layered cross tabulation, then you can click that. Otherwise, you can go with this.
Okay. And the p-value is less than 0.05. So we are rejecting the null hypothesis. And we say that there is significant association between.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes,
can you teach us chi-square for goodness of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, actually, with this two variables only, we are determining. Ma'am, actually, you're okay. For example, here you have taken age of the respondent and the. Okay, we will take the previous one also. Ma'am, can you stop share? I'll open it.
Yeah, I'll do.
This chi-square is helping you to find out how far that rejection part, that the p-value, right? That is the rejection part, and the remaining thing is the what is that? Remaining values are the goodness of it. Means it is appropriate or it is applicable. The level of rejection only we are calculating actually. Ma'am, I'll be showing you with the data so that it will be easy for you to understand.
Okay, ma'am.
1 second, ma'am. Here, I'm sorry, I didn't share my screen, I guess. Did I share my screen? The screen is visible. Yes. Here, if you see, ma'am, we are dividing the rejection part. So to that extent, only the data's, there is some, what is that? There is some difference between the expected and the observed variables. Okay, ma'am. So in chi-square, the main thing is we are, for example, whatever values we are taking, to that extent, whatever values we are getting, the remaining thing, the remaining values of the particular variable is the goodness of it, or it is appropriate that your the variable whatever you have taken, it is appropriate to your expectation. Is it clear, ma'am?
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, now I was about to show you the interpretation, how you should write it. So now we will, I think cross tabulation, I have shown the interpretation for chi-square. 1 second. First, we are talking about the two variables. We are talking about the two variables. Then we are talking about the p-value. Here, instead of this p is less than or greater than, you can either write the exact value also. Whatever we got it in the table, that also we can write it. And we can show that after showing the two variables, we are analyzing the relationship between the income and the position of the thermometer. Then we are talking about the p-value. Here, exact p-value also you can give. And then we are telling what is the result of the hypothesis, whether the hypothesis is accepted or rejected. And then we are coming to the conclusion. This conclusion part, this conclusion part only in all the results, findings, or if you're writing a paper, this conclusion part only we will take into consideration. This is how we will write the interpretation for a chi-square analysis. Is there any doubt? If you're having any doubt, you can ask. So I've shared you 3 different sets of data. First, directly we have entered and we found out the association between the income and the purchase intention. Then we discussed about, I showed you shared you one more data sheet. In that, the students attitude of students in the online classes. In that also we have analyzed the variables. Then one more set about the change in the customer's perception. In that also there are 3 different sets of data I've shared you. You can work out and see, and you can interpret the results. Generally, chi-square we are using it for testing the level of independency, homogeneity, and goodness of it. Is there any doubt, participants?
Ma'am, good evening. Yes, ma'am. I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
For example, we had the cross tabs like gender-wise or age-wise in the rows.
Yes, sir.
Other parameters in the columns. And suppose if we get a significance of say p-value is less than 0.05. So should we consider for which age group we should consider this, ma'am? Is it age group specific or is it for the entire cohort specific?
It's for the entire, sir.
Okay, so if we get a significance, it means that
yes.
age group is strongly associated with customer previous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, got it. Thanks, ma'am.
No service. Venkateshan, sir.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Ma'am, the two-tailed test only measure for nominal scale variable or nominal to ordinal, ma'am?
Sir, two variables also you can take. Either you can take the two variables as two nominals also, or you can either take nominal and ordinal, or you can either take ordinal and ordinal. Anything can be there. Any options can, but the measure should be ordinal or nominal.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Any other doubts, participants? If the concepts are clear, if no doubt is there, we can wind up.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, this is Chandrishri here.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
the goodness of fit that you have explained, right, by showing us the graph, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the dark blue color part is the part that we are going to reject,
second.
right?
Yes, ma'am. No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
and-
In that two-tailed test, the level of rejection is divided. That is what I showed you the table.
Yes.
So
yes.
in one-tailed test, the level of rejection is, if it is 0.05 level, only we are taking only one variable. So
Okay.
that the level of rejection depends on only one variable. Here, when it comes to the two-tailed test, there are two variables. So the rejection part, we are splitting 0.05, we are splitting into two. So
Yes,
it is being divided. That is the rejection part, the blue color.
Okay, so the dark blue color is the rejection part and the light blue color is the
Yes, ma'am.
acceptable part.
Accept. Yes, ma'am.
So that is what you call goodness of fit.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Is there any other doubt? Okay. Whatever information is needed, it will be shared at the end of the workshop by the coordinators. If we frame the null hypothesis, one more question is there. Data will be shared, respected participants. If we frame null hypothesis as there is no significant difference rather than association, how we do interpret rather than association? Sir, it depends on, we are formulating two different two hypotheses. One is null hypothesis, the other one is alternative hypothesis. In null hypothesis, we are showing that there is no association between the two variables, whatever we are selecting. In alternative hypothesis, we are showing that there is association between the two variables. It depends on the p-value. If the p-value is greater, we are accepting the null hypothesis, and then there is, when we are accepting, there is no significant relationship between the variables. When we are rejecting, there is a significant relationship between the variables. Is it clear, sir? I think Nopsal, sir, have cleared your question. Is there any other doubt?
Ma'am, one last doubt, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
In that age and tabulation that you showed, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
In that, can we specify like this particular age group is strongly associated with saying, say, moderate in terms of customer grievances? For
yes,
example,
sir. You can write. Yes, sir.
Okay, and I can do that for separate age groups regarding the options that they
That is what we are going for, layered cross-tab, sir.
Okay, got it.
Otherwise, wait, sir, on one table I'll show you without the layered cross-tab. See, take for this table. You don't know how much percent. We are just categorizing less than 10,000. There are two respondents who are telling that they have no intention to purchase. When it comes here to this table, when you go for the layered cross tabulation, exactly you can tell this much percentage of respondents strongly agree. In the age group of 20, they are strongly agree, and 88.1% of the respondents below the age group of 20, they strongly agree, and the remaining percentage of the respondents, they agree. Remaining percentage of the respondents who are below the age group of 20, they agree with the means customer grievances. So it will come for each, the percentage will come. When you go here, you will get the summary like this. Without, if you want only the cross tabulation, compare these two, then only you will get only this data.
Okay, ma'am. Then we can write that this age group, that option is significant.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Any other doubts? Participants? If there is no doubt, we can wind up. Is there any other doubt? Okay, I hope I've cleared all your doubts and the concepts are clear. So thank you, participants, for your active participation. Thank you.
We express our sincere gratitude and thanks to Dr. Excelce for the informative session. Today we end the session here. Tomorrow we have session on ANOVA. Thank you, everyone.